I'm Keith Alba.
And I'm Roxanne Webster. You should do that backwards sometime. I'm Keith Alba.
I'm Roxanne Webster. That's a good guess, bud.
And what are we here for?
We're honest.
Honest hour. Well, I thought it would be a good idea for us to reach out a little bit to folks who have real estate investments. Right, I know that it's kind of like property insurance. I don't shop property insurance until my insurance company pisses me off in some way, and damn it, I'm gonna go shop insurance and I'll teach you, right, by spending, and then I think that the same thing sometimes goes with people in real estate investments. As long as at the end of the year, there's a little bit more money in the bank account than there was at the beginning, they're banking on making money on the appreciation of it. And a lot of folks don't look at it as a clear investment with return goals, right?
That's right.
And we've just had two factors that have impacted every real estate investor in a profound way. One is a large increase in the taxes that people are going to be paying for their properties. And the other one is the profound increase in cost and services for the maintenance of these properties.
Yeah, I mean, the inflation is, we're not insulated from inflation in this business, right? We get hit hard with it. So gas, electric, all of the
supply chain issues, lumber, I mean the works.
Everything along those lines. You need a new refrigerator, you need a new hot water heater, all that stuff is going to be subject to the inflation that we've experienced as consumers, and as an investor, you're going to see it if you've had to do any improvements to the property or repairs.
And I think that particularly impacts people who decided to keep their property as a rental when they bought up into another house a couple of years ago, right? Because when they ran the numbers, I know that the thought process with a lot of them was, well, if I'm breaking even, it's gaining value, it gets me into the real estate game. Well, if your expenses just went up 15–20%, you might be slowly losing money and you're not noticing it yet.
That's right.
Right.
It's definitely time to do a reevaluation on your portfolio. And I'm not talking just your stocks and bonds and retirement account. I mean, this is part of that and should be looked at. It should be looked at with you, with a knowledgeable, educated real estate professional that can say, all right, this is where I see the trends are going. Maybe you're undervalued in terms of the rents that you're collecting on a monthly basis. That could potentially offset that. So a rent study would be something that would be helpful for you. But definitely start with looking at the increase in taxes that you're going to be experiencing from next year and for 2024. It won't be until 2025 that they do another reassessment. And who knows what the market's going to look like at that point, from here until then.
Are there any capital improvements you were thinking of doing? Could they wait? Which ones are important to do? And we can help you assess that and determine whether or not, if this thing was running at a break even and now you're at a loss, there are just some decisions to be made. Are there other options with that? Could we move those funds into a performing asset? And this is what we do all day, and we love this conversation.
Right. And, when Rox is talking about moving them over there, we have solutions to move into another asset type, and do it tax deferred.
That's right, do it tax deferred.
You don't have to take that capital gains hit, this year if you're trying to strategize. We have solutions there. But everything is individualized, it's customized to you, your goals, and the asset behind all of that sort of stuff. So we can't just give you blanket advice here. It really needs to be a one-on-one type of a situation. We'll look at your numbers, we'll chat with you about your goals, timelines, all of that kind of good stuff, and give you kind of our thoughts, but ultimately it's always going to be your decision.
That's right, arming you with the information you need to go either get more information, like from your tax guy and your financial planner, but the real estate side of it is an important part of that equation. And we have been we've been doing portfolio performance reviews. We just finished one for a client with 27 properties, and it's really interesting seeing the differences. In some cases it doesn't make much difference, the return is a little bit lower, but in some, if you had one that was marginally performing to start with and you were keeping it for other reasons, it's good to know that that one is being subsidized by the other ones, and is that what you would choose, not just what's kind of happening because you're being pulled down the river.
That's it, knowledge and power, and what we're offering is to bring you some of that knowledge so that you can make an educated choice in your asset management. Woo-hoo! See you next time. Thanks for tuning in.
Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Bing. And the like bell.